Hi there and welcome to Strings and Threads. I'm Heather and I'm so glad you're here. In this free pattern design class, we're taking simple stitches and turning them into beautiful functional dishcloths. Whether you're into knitting, crochet, or Tunisian crochet, this series will guide you through designing your own patterns from start to finish. No complicated techniques required. In each video, we'll explore how to mix and match stitches to create unique textures, how to customize size and style, and how to turn just a few rows into something completely your own. Along the way, I'll share tips and creative ideas to help you design projects you'll love, whether you're making them for your home, to gift, or even to sell. So grab your yarn and your tools, and let's dive in and start turning stitches into something beautiful. Before we jump into designing our crochet dishcloths, let's take a look at what you'll need for this project. First, and most importantly, the yarn. I'm using Knit Pal Cotton to the Core DK in the color Orange Creamsicle. This yarn is one of my favorites for dishcloths because it's soft, durable, and machine washable, and it holds up beautifully through repeated use. The DK weight also gives the dishcloth a nice drape and texture while still being strong enough for everyday cleaning tasks. You'll also need a 4mm crochet hook, which works perfectly with this yarn weight to create even stitches and a balanced fabric. And finally, have a tapestry needle on hand for weaving in your ends and a pair of scissors to trim your yarn. That's everything you need to get started, so let's dive into how to turn simple stitches into a functional and beautiful crochet dishcloth. Now that we've got our materials ready, let's talk about the fun part, designing your dishcloth. One of the best things about crochet is how easy it is to turn simple stitches into something that looks absolutely, totally custom and handmade. For this dishcloth, I'm using the double crunch stitch, which is one of my absolute favorites. It's a simple 2-row repeat that gives your fabric a soft, squishy, and beautiful texture, perfect for a dishcloth that's both functional and pretty. Most dishcloths work well at about 7 to 8 inches square, which is roughly 18 to 20 centimeters. For mine, I chained 38 stitches to reach that size with DK weight yarn and a 4mm hook. Of course, you can always adjust the number of chains if you'd like your dishcloth larger or smaller. Just keep your stitch multiples in mind depending on the stitch pattern you choose. But don't stop there. You can experiment with other stitches to change up the look and feel of your project. A moss stitch gives you a subtle woven texture. Lemon peel stitch alternates single and double crochet for a classic bumpy feel. If you want something even more eye-catching, try combining stitches like a few rows of grit stitch paired with half double crochet to create bands of texture. Or alternating double crochet and puff stitch for something really bold and unique. The key is to have fun with it and mix and match stitches that inspire you. Even the simplest stitch combos can create stunning results. And since dishcloths are small projects, they're the perfect place to experiment and play with new ideas. And that's it. Now you have everything you need to design your own beautiful dishcloths using your favorite stitches. I hope this inspires you to experiment and create something that's uniquely yours. I'd love to see what you make. And if you have any questions, you can find my email in the video description below. Thanks so much for watching and happy crocheting.